because my hair is a mess. This video is one that's different. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I'm finally telling you. I'm finally being straight up honest with you. Okay? That's what this video is. Social media can be a really great place. Like, there are two different sides of social media. There's the side that's filled with amazing comments, amazing DMs, and amazing, like, there's a really good side of social media, which is why I actually love doing social media and stuff. But there's also a bad side to social media. Like, doing social media isn't always, like, a fun thing. Like, sometimes there's some downsides. There's some things that aren't as fun too, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But there's hate comments out there. There are people that don't want you to succeed. There are people out there that just aren't the nicest. And it comes down to where that's a big part of why social media it's a big part of the downside to social media. It's just people jealous and they don't have a life that you do, or they're jealous of you because they weren't willing to work, or like they weren't willing to work and stuff. They as hard as you do. They're jealous of you because they want what you have, but you actually spent time putting the work in and they didn't. Like, so there's good and hate is something big on social media. So if you, like, one thing that I'm going to tell you is do not hate on social media. Whether you like a YouTube channel or someone, like, if you like someone on social media, like watching their content or looking at their content, or you don't, do not hate on people. And I learned, because when I was little, I left a hate comment. And it wasn't even that bad. Like, it was bad, but I feel like there's worse out there. Like, there was worse out there, and it was actually on a YouTube channel. I can't remember if it was either Logan Paul or Jake Paul, because at the time, like, they were being really dumb and doing, like, really dumb things. No one has hated on me. Yes, I have had hate in the past, but it was like one hate comment. Technically, there was another thing, but that, I don't count it because it wasn't because they were being mean or anything. Literally, I'm gonna get into that. My one hate comment that actually counts was I made a video, like, talking, like, I had just did, like, my first master class or something, or, like, my second one, and I made a quick little Instagram video on my IG, or my Reels, I forget one of them, them talking and, like, saying thank you to Abby Lee Miller, and it got a hate comment on it, which was like, ugh, or something like like, very quick. And the other time, I don't count it, which was that I actually got blocked this time, which was this one person. So I had been DMing with this fan for a while, and then this one day I tagged them in the Screaming in My Head music video. Bella was here, and what happened was I tagged them in because they seemed like they would want to watch it, you know. And then basically they DM'd me and went like, hey, sorry, my sister had my phone. My sister had my phone. I'm not actually a fan of yours, like, you seem nice, but, like, I'm not a fan of yours, my sister is, so I'm gonna block you, but, like, you're just not my style, but it's nothing up against you. So, like, they were being nice about it, and I don't count that because it wasn't like they said anything bad, like, other than that they were gonna block me, but, like, and, yeah. Also, if you're wondering why my nails look this way, it's because I was getting ready to paint my nails and realized I don't like wearing nail polish. I don't like it at all because I just don't for some reason. I like it on my toenails, but not my fingers. And also the color came out way too bright. And if you're wondering why I'm not in dance class, is because of the fact that I just didn't feel like dancing today. Like, it wasn't that. It was kind of due to, first up, I was a little bit tired, but I was ready to push through and dance. But also, it was with a teacher that I'm kind of just not big into, which the reasoning is because they have obvious flaws, but the main reasoning is because a lot of what they're teaching, I'm too advanced for. I'm levels past that and stuff. And when I do, sometimes I just feel like I'm holding back my talent. And plus, I think the teacher was still out, like sick, because last week he was, but I don't fully know. Like, I went on to see if we had a substitute, saw that we didn't, and just logged off and stuff. And today, what I'm about to get into, in a minute, is part of why. So, with social media right now, I'm about to give you their good things and their downsides. Some of the good things that I love about social media is it's a great way to get out there and be known. Like, that's something that I really like, getting out there, being known, but that's not why I do. Yes, I do like that part, and it is a good thing, but another thing is there's another thing is I like making content for you guys. Like, I like making content. It's a great way for people to make content and share it with the world. That's something that I like because it's also a great place to find people that a great place to find people that like certain things about your personality, which is something really cool, because then, and that's just like a cool little thing there. And then another thing, and that's great about social media, is I love the entertainment area. Like, I love knowing that when I'm filming a video or something, or I'm posting something on Instagram, or doing an Instagram live, or posting a TikTok, which I plan to start doing. Don't worry, I plan to start it like tomorrow, because I haven't posted in forever. Or as soon as my iPad is charged, because right now it's not. Like, I like knowing that when I'm filming a YouTube video, or posting on TikTok, or doing an Instagram live, or posting a reel, which is kind of like TikTok but on Instagram, or posting an IGTV video, or even just even just posting an Instagram story, or just a photo on Instagram, or a video. Like, I love knowing that, like, I'm bringing you entertainment. Or even a music video. Like, I'm bringing you entertainment, which is like, when I post a photo, I know that I'm bringing you that, like, one split second of entertainment when I'm posting a video. Like, I like know that I'm entertaining you guys for a little bit. So I'm taking time that you guys, if I didn't post that, you might be bored. I'm sure you would have found something else. But, just go with it for this. Like, this is an example, because I don't know who you watch on YouTube or, what. like that I'm like bringing you entertainment instead of having you like sit around being bored, or for an example, if you couldn't like figure out what you wanted to do or something and you were bored, I'm making you entertained. And that's something that like even during the pandemic, I feel like if the pandemic never happened, like here's the thing, I'm the type where I try to always find the good thing in things. And like, let's face it, like no one could control like the pandemic and what's gonna happen. Like, if there was no way to make it never have happened, like if there was a way to go back in time and make it never or happen, then then it would kind of just like in ways like if the pandemic never happened, and I definitely don't think my following would be where it is. I feel like it would be a lot less, but at the same time, like I always try to find the good. And the pandemic, not fun, but you can still try to find the good things that came from it. And one of the good things is that I get to dance with Abby and the ALDC on Zoom. Like, that's incredible. But anyway, I love posting for you guys. Like, some of the good things about social media is I know that I'm bringing you content, and it's a fun way to find people that like the same stuff you do. It's a great way to show the world your personality. It's a great way to build your following and become really well known. Like, the list goes on and on of good things. There's so many good things. And it actually, one of the biggest, I feel like this is the biggest, is that it brings so many people jobs. Like, doing YouTube, you can make it a job, and that's what I dream of doing. And I do think if I kind of keep doing what I'm doing now, which right now, I found that before I would put in my reminders at like the beginning of the week, and like I would plan out like video for the next week, and I would oftentimes get stuck in that moment and just pick videos that I kind of don't want to film too much, and then you're not getting variety. So I found that what I'm doing now is I'm planning my day out the day before. So like what I'll do is like each day at some point, I haven't done it today, but that's okay. I'll like put in my reminders at my like time period of like dance. I'm actually not doing it today though, which is I'll put like my time period of dance. So like, oh, I have dance from like 12 till 2:30. That's an example. That is Sundays, so then and I'll put like a video idea, and that video I'll film the next day. So it keeps me organized and stuff on those things. And if there's something else that I know for fact is gonna happen, besides like eating and stuff. But for me, like, that's something that's very helpful. But there's a lot of downsides to social media. And some of the downsides is generally the hate. like the hate can be bad. That's one big thing. And another big thing, or another downside, it's not a big thing, and this, for some people, they like it. I'm one of the ones that I don't, which is editing. Like, editing, like, some people like it, some people don't, but that doesn't really have, like, there are people out there that like me, that I want to edit my video, but I just don't like it and I can't seem to get into it. But there's other downsides. I'm not going to go through like all of them, but there's a lot of downsides to social media. And I try to make mine a very happy, positive place, and that's kind of why I created my one of my one of my Instagram accounts is called My Style, and it's kind of just teaching you all a lesson, like, which is that I feel like with social media, and there is a fly and it is bothering me, but especially with Instagram, I feel we're told that I feel like it's like we're like supposed to like look nice all the time. Like we're supposed to like be ready for the day, and like we're like supposed to like have our hair done and like all of this stuff. And I feel like that's how like sometimes I feel like with Instagram, and even I feel like not really Facebook, but like with Instagram for sure, or anyways, I feel this way. It's almost like we feel like we have to like be well put together and all of this stuff, and I'm like and that picture, like, and I feel like the reasoning behind it is generally the fact that it kind of has to do with like the fact that we're so focused on like growing our platforms and making this something that we almost like get annoyed when like we post a photo, and let's say like I post a photo, oh no, and my hair's a mess in it, which trust me, I've done quite a few times. And then I get so caught up in like, oh, no one liked it, or oh, it only has one like. I feel like that's something like that we're so caught up on, and that we're so focused on whether something gets likes or not, that we almost forget that this is supposed to be a fun thing. And that goes the same like so many things, like with videos and any form of social media content. Like we feel like we're supposed to like either like we're supposed to be really entertaining, or like constantly doing something and constantly keeping people's attention spans and stuff, and that then when we like put all this work in, and then we like go back and check and it doesn't have a ton of likes or a ton of views or like whatever, maybe it has a dislike on it or something, and we get so down and annoyed about it, and it causes so much downside, and it makes us look at the downside of social media, which I kind of feel like is annoying. So the My Style Instagram is literally my_style. Is a place where you get to see photos of me. You get to see photos and videos and stuff sometimes. A page about like teaching you that that's not true. Like you can take a photo and not be well put together. Like it's supposed to show you reality. Reality of me, reality. And so like that's something big, and like I feel like with social media, another big downside is that there's people, or like there's hate, obviously. But a big part of hate is people don't, like, whenever they see, like, a social media influencer that, like, takes a moment, or let's just say, like, post, like, a picture or a video, and they're not, like, the most happy, upbeat in it, then people start assuming that, oh, wait, I don't want to follow them anymore because they're not happy 24/7. I'm like, maybe you need to look into the reason. If they want you to know, maybe you need to understand that all of these social media people, deep down, they're human. Everyone's human. Or maybe they're an animal, like maybe there's a dog on a YouTube channel that you watch or something, like, I don't know. But, like, their life isn't always perfect, and maybe it's perfect to them, because when I see my life, like, and I often talk about how, like, if I had my crush, my life would be perfect right now. And what I mean by that is, yes, there would still be ups and downs in it, but for the most part, it would be perfect for me, because I would have the main people that I want in my life, and some, I would be surrounded by people that I want in my life, and I would also be doing what I love, like, and that's reality. And so I'm finally telling you, I'm finally coming out and telling you this, which is right now. I obviously miss my crush, like, that's something big going on, and I want to say thanks to some people and stuff, because right now my life is so much. Like, right now, it feels like all I can ever think about is losing my crush. And yes, I feel like my parents understand that I miss him and stuff like that. Like, that's some, but I don't like to really talk about it to, like, a person ever, of, like, what point it got into. Like, there's days now when I wake up, don't want to get out of bed. But hopefully, social media can stay, you kind of just get, like, right now, I want to say thanks to Abby Lee Miller, or Gianna Martello, Miranda something or other, Angela Emile, Mr. Taylor, or, like, Taylor, and then I'm even gonna say thanks to, wait, let me, Danny. Like, say thanks to, like, all of my dance teachers pretty much, because right now dancing is something that I love. For me, I feel like I do best when I'm not sitting around doing nothing, when I'm up dancing knowing that I'm having fun. So peace out.